When people first hear about the quantum field, manifestation, or the law of attraction, they get instantly fascinated. The idea that your thoughts, energy, and frequency can shape your reality feels both exciting and empowering. But here lies the first big mistake. Most people assume that simply thinking about what they want will bring it instantly into existence. They visualize for a few minutes, write affirmations, or repeat mantras without truly understanding the mechanics of energy alignment. The quantum field doesn't respond to surface level thoughts alone. It responds to the deep frequency you emit consistently. That means if your conscious mind says, "I am rich," but your subconscious is vibrating with fear, lack, and doubt, the signal you are sending is contradictory. And contradictory signals never create a powerful shift. This is why many people say the quantum field doesn't work, or that manifestation is a scam. It's not that it doesn't work. It's that they are making the most common mistake, confusing desire with alignment. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is thinking that effort equals manifestation. They hustle, grind, and force themselves to work harder, believing that if they just push more, the universe will eventually reward them. But the quantum field does not operate like the traditional cause and effect model of hard work. Instead, it mirrors the vibration you hold. If you are grinding from a place of stress and desperation, you are amplifying the frequency of lack. The universe then mirrors back more experiences of lack, more struggle, more hustle, and more exhaustion. The mistake here is assuming that action alone creates results. It doesn't. Aligned action is powerful, but desperate effort keeps you stuck. True manifestation happens when your inner energy, thoughts, and emotions line up so strongly with your desired reality that action becomes effortless. Then opportunities flow, synchronicities appear, and the right doors open without you chasing them. The quantum mistake people make is ignoring their vibration while obsessing over their actions. Another critical mistake is living too much in the future or the past while trying to manifest. People visualize something they want, but their emotional state is tied to either the pain of past failures or the anxiety of not yet having it in the present. This creates a split energy. The quantum field responds to the non-W. If your now vibration is lack, fear, or worry, then even your vision of abundance won't manifest because you're broadcasting lack into the present. Most people imagine what they want but fail to feel as if it already exists. They keep waiting for the external manifestation to give them permission to feel happy, free, or abundant. But the reality is reversed. You must feel abundant first before abundance shows up. The mistake here is putting your emotional state on hold until circumstances change. Quantum reality responds to frequency, and frequency is always generated in the present moment, not in the future you're waiting for. People often think that big changes require big energy or dramatic rituals. They'll do long meditations, complex manifestation techniques, or spend hours scripting their desires. While these can help, they often reinforce the idea that manifestation is difficult or requires effort. The truth is, the quantum field responds to simple, consistent energy. A single clear intention, held with certainty and backed by aligned emotion, is more powerful than hours of scattered effort. The mistake most people make is overcomplicating the process. They think the universe will respond only if they do more, when in fact, the field responds more strongly when you let go and trust. Overcomplication creates resistance because it subtly communicates that you don't believe it's already happening. Simplicity, clarity, and consistency are the real keys. The next mistake is attaching too tightly to how something will manifest. People decide they want more money, love, or success, but then they obsess over controlling the exact path it will take to arrive. They set rigid expectations and timelines, and when things don't unfold exactly that way, they start to doubt the process. This obsession with how blocks the quantum field because the field operates in infinite possibilities, not limited human logic. When you micromanage the outcome, you restrict the ways in which it can appear. The real power comes when you hold the vision of what you want but release the how and the when. The mistake is believing you must control everything, when in fact, surrender allows the universe to deliver in miraculous and unexpected ways. Many people sabotage their manifestations by constantly checking if it's working. They visualize for a few days, then start looking around and wondering why nothing has changed yet. That energy of doubt sends a signal of disbelief. Imagine planting a seed and digging it up every day to see if it has sprouted. Of course, it won't grow. The same principle applies in quantum manifestation. When you keep testing the universe, you're not trusting it. This lack of trust keeps your energy misaligned. The mistake is impatience. Manifestation requires certainty, faith, and allowing. When you let the desire go and trust it's already in motion, you shift into the frequency of receiving. But when you doubt and check, you stay in the frequency of not having. Another widespread mistake is thinking manifestation is only about the mind. People spend hours affirming or visualizing, but ignore their body and emotions. The quantum field is influenced not just by thought, but by energy, and emotions are powerful transmitters of energy. If you think positive thoughts but carry unresolved anger, sadness, or fear in your body, those emotions still broadcast strongly into the field. This creates mixed signals. True alignment comes when mind, body, and emotions are in harmony with your desire. That means clearing old wounds, releasing trapped emotions, and practicing embodiment, not just mental repetition. The mistake people make is assuming the mind alone has power, when in reality, the whole self must vibrate in coherence with the reality you seek. People also fall into the trap of comparing their journey to others. They see someone manifesting success quickly and wonder why theirs is taking longer. This comparison creates feelings of lack, jealousy, or inferiority, all of which lower your frequency. The quantum field does not punish or reward, it simply mirrors your state. When you focus on someone else's abundance, you often amplify your awareness of your own lack. Instead of aligning, you're separating yourself from the very thing you want. The mistake is looking outward for validation instead of inward for alignment. Your journey is unique, and your timeline is perfect for you. Trusting your own alignment without comparison is the fastest way to quantum results. A very subtle mistake people make is confusing excitement with alignment. They get excited about a new manifestation technique, a vision board, or an affirmation challenge, but excitement is temporary. When the initial hype fades, they fall back into old patterns of doubt or fear. Alignment, on the other hand, is steady and consistent. It doesn't depend on hype or motivation. It comes from a deep knowing and inner shift. If you only manifest when you're excited, you'll have inconsistent results. The real key is cultivating a grounded belief that doesn't waver when excitement fades. The mistake here is chasing short-term emotional highs instead of building long-term energetic stability. People often mistake manifesting for wishful thinking. They treat it like fantasy, daydreaming about what they want, but never embodying the version of themselves who already has it. The quantum field doesn't respond to idle wishes. It responds to identity. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you want wealth, you must embody the identity of someone who is abundant. If you want love, you must embody the frequency of someone who is lovable and complete. The mistake is staying in the energy of wanting, rather than being. Wanting keeps you in lack, being shifts you into alignment. One mistake many people make in the quantum field is ignoring gratitude. They are so focused on what they don't yet have that they forget to appreciate what already exists. This constant focus on lack tells the universe, I don't have enough. And the quantum field mirrors that back by keeping them in situations where they continue to not have enough. Gratitude, on the other hand, shifts your vibration instantly. When you deeply feel appreciation for even the smallest things, a warm meal, a safe space, the breath in your lungs, you broadcast the frequency of abundance. That energy tells the universe you are already aligned with receiving more. The mistake most people make is treating gratitude like a checklist rather than a state of being. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for means nothing unless you feel the emotion of gratitude in your body. Gratitude isn't about pretending. It's about truly recognizing the blessings around you now. The more you embody gratitude, the faster new manifestations flow in. Another mistake is attaching manifestation only to material desires. Many people only focus on money, cars, houses, or external success. While these are valid desires, the quantum field is ultimately about consciousness. When you limit your manifestation practice only to physical objects, you miss the deeper expansion of becoming a higher version of yourself. The real purpose of manifestation is alignment with your true self, your inner freedom, and your infinite potential. Material things naturally flow as a byproduct of that alignment. But when you chase objects without inner growth, you often stay stuck in a cycle of lack, even if you get what you asked for. The mistake here is making manifestation purely about material gain instead of soul-level expansion. When you shift your focus to embodying your highest frequency, everything else, wealth, love, health, follows naturally. Many people also make the mistake of mixing too many intentions at once. They try to manifest love, money, health, success, travel, and happiness all at the same time. While the universe is unlimited, your focus and energy become scattered. The quantum field responds to clarity. When your signal is spread thin across multiple desires, it lacks intensity. Think of it like a magnifying glass. When you focus sunlight sharply, it can burn through paper, but if the light is scattered, nothing happens. The mistake here is lack of focus. Instead of trying to manifest everything at once, choose the desire that feels most aligned and focus deeply on it until you feel complete in that vibration. Once it manifests, you'll have more energetic evidence and clarity to manifest the next desire. Focus creates power, scattering creates delay. Another huge mistake is attaching your worth to external manifestations. People believe they are valuable only if they achieve success, attract love, or manifest abundance. But when you tie your self-worth to what shows up outside of you, you are constantly in a state of chasing. The quantum field responds to self-concept. If you believe you are incomplete without the manifestation, you broadcast lack. If you believe you are already whole and complete, you broadcast abundance. The mistake is thinking the manifestation will make you worthy. The truth is the opposite. Your worthiness is the frequency that allows manifestations to flow in. When you embody self-love and self-worth first, the external results naturally mirror that back to you. Another common mistake is ignoring the power of letting go. People hold on too tightly to their desires, obsessing over when and how they will come. But the tighter you grip, the more resistance you create. Imagine holding water in your hand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips away. The same principle applies to manifestation. Desire must be paired with surrender. When you release attachment, you create space for the universe to deliver. Holding on too tightly sends the message that you don't trust the process. Letting go communicates certainty and trust. The mistake here is equating attachment with commitment. True commitment is knowing your desire is already yours, and therefore you can relax. Another subtle mistake is failing to regulate your nervous system. Many people try to manifest big changes while their body is in a constant state of stress, anxiety, or survival mode. The quantum field responds not just to your thoughts, but to the frequency your body emits. If your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, it will keep broadcasting fear. That fear overrides your affirmations and intentions. The mistake is ignoring your body's state. Practices like breathwork, meditation, grounding, and calming your nervous system are not just extras. They are essential. When your body feels safe, your frequency becomes coherent, and your manifestations flow much faster. A calm nervous system is a powerful manifester. Many people also make the mistake of thinking manifestation is a one-time event. They believe they do a ritual, a meditation, or a visualization, and then they're done. But manifestation is a lifestyle. It's not something you switch on for a few minutes and then forget. It's about who you are every moment of every day. The quantum field is constantly responding to your energy, not just the energy you put out during your manifestation practice. The mistake here is inconsistency. If you meditate in abundance but spend the rest of the day worrying about bills, your dominant frequency is still lack. The key is to live in alignment, to embody your desired state throughout your daily life, not just in short practices. Another mistake is underestimating the power of small shifts. People expect massive leaps and overnight transformations, and when they don't happen, they get discouraged. But in the quantum field, even the smallest shift in vibration creates ripple effects. A single thought of gratitude, a single moment of surrender, a single act of self-love can shift your timeline. These micro shifts compound over time and lead to massive changes. The mistake is dismissing the small victories because they don't look big enough. The truth is, manifestation is often subtle before it becomes visible. By celebrating small shifts, you amplify their energy and accelerate the bigger manifestations. Another major mistake is resisting contrast or challenges. People believe that once they start manifesting, everything should be easy and perfect. But challenges are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to expand your energy and align more deeply. The quantum field often rearranges your reality, removing old patterns and people which can feel uncomfortable. Many people quit here, thinking manifestation doesn't work. The mistake is misinterpreting contrast as a setback instead of growth. Every challenge is refining you into the frequency of your desire. If you embrace challenges instead of resisting them, you accelerate your shift into alignment. Finally, the biggest quantum mistake almost everyone makes is forgetting that they already are the creator. They think the power lies outside them, in techniques, rituals, or even the universe itself. But the truth is, the universe is responding to you. Your state, your belief, your identity. You are not separate from the quantum field, you are part of it. When you realize this, manifestation stops being about begging or hoping. It becomes about embodying. The mistake is looking outward for proof, instead of looking inward for power. The moment you claim your role as creator, the quantum field has no choice but to mirror back the reality you decide. You are not waiting for the shift, you are the shift.